You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast.
What up, people? Welcome to the Dad's Intervention Podcast. If you guys, I gotta put out a disclaimer, man. My brothers wanted me to tape tonight because we watching the football game. You already know how we get down. It is what it is, though. We are here. It's your favorite dads. It's your man Ace Brown.
It's your boy Bill the Billionaire in the building.
Vegan comedy. God bless you.
And I just want to point out, I think I do deserve some kudos, D, because even though it's football, I show up to work. You feel me? You feel me?
Pow, pow.
You feel me? Like
I'm just gonna be honest. It's because you're not on the team. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually on the team. Okay?
Yo,
they need me, okay?
No.
And
They need me.
I'm talking right now, okay?
No, at this point they do. At this point.
Yeah. DC, listen, we ain't here, we don't talk sports no more, okay?
Hold on.
We don't talk sports no more for a
The
reason.
Giants need anyone.
Listen.
You can put my nephew on the field right now. BJ like this. I'm Saquon. Call me.
God, Jesus, not me.
All right. I'm not gonna do it.
Please stop, because I'm going through a lot right now, and right now what you're doing is called bullying, okay? And I just don't appreciate that, so I'm gonna need you to fall back because you're bullying right now, and that's not what we promoting on this show here, all right?
I apologize.
Thank
sir.
you.
Apologize.
I'm happy we're not in the studio with each other live anymore, because we'd have been fighting. This has been a whole pay-per-view UFC.
I feel good today. All right, so of course we do this each and every week. If you guys have not seen us doing this each and every week, please go back and check it. We are on all media stream platforms, and you can check us out there: SoundCloud, Spotify. I think we still on. Are we still on Apple Music?
And we on Pornhub now. We just moved up to Pornhub.
Word?
The Dad's Cave. We moved up to Pornhub. We
That's
doing
what I'm
big
talking
thing.
about, yo. All right. See, I
we honestly got a sponsor because the D and his dad gonna extend this.
I sent an email to XNXX, yo.
They sent us a letter.
Yo, I sent in the email to XNXX to see if we get sponsored, yo.
As long as D keep his shirt on, we gonna call Deacon Extender. That's what they gonna call him. Those of y'all that missed that show, go back and check that show where Deacon is out here talking. Look, his headphones is falling off. He's talking about every type of extender. He's like, they got ones with bumps, veins, spikes. My thing is, they got everything.
Yo, this is my thing. We can get Adam and Eve on our side, possibly, or we can get some small. But I really hit up XNXX because right now their videos be buffering a little bit too long. That's a good way for our commercial to come in, but like,
you doing the buff? We be in the middle of the buff and be like this. Dad's Adventure Podcast.
We come in the middle like this.
Hey, Dad. Yeah, you, the guy with the lotion in your hand.
Every Monday night,
you should be
every Monday night, you should be watching us. I'm sorry, not like that, but
wash your hands first, all right, before you turn on the Dad.
Something's wrong with y'all.
But yeah, I'm reaching out to X and X. I swear, but that's Dad's cake. We didn't get to that point yet. It's time for Dad's talk. D, what you got, man?
Snoop, but we don't gossip. Oh no, but we gonna bring you the real. We just snoop a little bit. Dad Snoop. Oh yeah.
Well, as you know, dads, we don't gossip, but we do keep our ears to the streets.
Yeah. And
this little tidbit of information just happened to be in a conversation that I was ear hustling. And I want to know what the dads had to say, but I wanted to do a little something. We'll take it another level. You know, we always hear what the dads had to say, but I wanted to get somebody else's opinion from it, you know, because we can feel one way. Mm-hmm. But somebody else is going to feel another way. So I figure, why not get somebody else's opinion? So tonight we have our special guest from the upcoming podcast, The Plush Dolls. We got the Plush Dolls. So welcome, ladies. How y'all doing?
Hi. How you doing?
What's happening?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Introduce yourselves for those for the Dad's fans that may not know who you ladies are.
So hi.
Okay, well, I'm Daddy Doll.
Hi, my name is Shakima Miss Plus Size Magic, and you can find me on YouTube as Plus Size Magic, Shakima Gatson, on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook.
So do you prefer people to call you Plus Size Magic or your name?
I like plus size magic because
Plus size magic. Okay,
That-
and then
that-
She's like,
sounds like a
depending what
porn
kind of
name.
mood I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Get this
Plus size magic. Catch her on
Plus size magic if you're
XXXNX.
nasty.
Catch her on Red Tube.
Okay.
Catch her.
God, Red Tube done gave
You
my
may
phone
find
so
me
many
on there before you
viruses.
find her on there.
Okay, Danny. I see where you going with this. Okay.
We just added a new search to the search
plus
bar
size
tonight.
magic and Danny Doll on your next episode of P Valley.
I'll meet you at the paint.
Whoa. All right,
Meet you at the paint.
So go ahead, D.
Getting into our topic, today's question is: if you are in a relationship and your significant other lets you know you're in a relationship with this person that you are madly in love with, but they come out and let you know that they are not in love with you, is that an invitation for you to leave or for you to stay? Let's hear it from the ladies.
Okay, so I'll start with this one. I think that, it's an invitation for me to leave, because if I'm in love with you and I'm putting my all in and you're not going to put that same energy into me, I have to go. I have to exit stage left. But I asked a couple people questions, and some people said that they would actually stay. They would, try to get to see if that person would fall back in love with them, or see if it's just, sometimes it's a seasonal thing. So I think that I would leave. My personal opinion, I would leave. I would have to leave. Like, go ahead.
Now, what do you mean by it's a seasonal thing? Like they only want to love you during Section 8 season? Like when it's cold outside? Or what do you mean a season thing? Like, you know what, it's gonna get cold outside, girl. I think I really love you. But what do you mean by it's a seasonal thing?
It could be like winter. A lot of guys like, oh, I'm so in love with you. It's a winter. As soon as it get hot out, they ain't in love with you no more. Like, they acting a fool. They acting up, So sometimes it's a seasonal thing. But for some people, I feel like if you don't love me all the time, I'm not going to put my all into you. I'm leaving. Like, I'm leaving. I'm not gonna continue to put something into something that's not working out for me, or you not giving me the same energy back. Okay. But I stay and try. I got a lot of feedback from people, and they were like, sometimes people are just not in love in the same way. So they wanted to stay because it might not be, or it's not all about love.
Can I just go as one of the fellas I guess from the guy's side? But I mean, I kind of one thing I would say is I wouldn't just leave when something like that happens. And the only reason I'm saying is that if they were once in love, I feel like they can fall back in love. But also the thing is, you shouldn't be sitting there looking stupid either. If they're going to get ahead and come back around, or, this is pretty much a wrap. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't just say, get up and just leave, because I feel like, and then we look at certain situations, like let's say we in a relationship, we've been dating for a while, and I feel like I'm in love. Okay, so I'm in love with you. Just because I'm in love with you doesn't mean you have to be in love with me. You might not be there yet. So my thing is, okay, I'm letting you know that I'm in love with you. You can't be mad that I'm not coming back and saying I love you too, because I can lie to you. But if I lie to you, that's not going to get ahead and that's defeating the whole purpose. I'm lying to you knowing I don't feel that way. So I'd rather be real and be like, okay, I'm happy you feel that way, but I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? And then that'll let you know, like, you can either stick this thing out and let me get ahead and grow to love. And, I can probably grow to love you. Just, some people fall in love quicker. So that's why I wouldn't just say leave, but there's got to be some type of time frame when you can see, okay, I've been here for a while, I've been sitting in this corner, I'm in love and I'm not seeing any progression with his or her love. Then you got to get ahead and walk away. So that's where I wouldn't be so quick to get ahead and just, run away from, the whole thing. He's not in love yet, or she's not in love yet.
Okay, well, let me hear from you, Miss Danny Doll. What you think? Are you leaving or are you staying?
Okay, I agree with Bill, because it's like, the first thing people would say would normally be, oh, girl, you got to leave him. But if you really love this person, whether it's male or female, whatever, can you really just jump and leave them? Regardless of how they treat you, can you really just, boom, it's over? So sometimes naturally you'll stay just to see. Let me just see what I can do. So sometimes people give their all, they bend over backwards, spread themselves thin, and they realize that it's nothing else they can do. But sometimes out there in this world, you may just fight that battle and win. So I feel like you shouldn't leave just right away, not right away. But like Bill said, don't sit there and look stupid because we all have done it. But how long have you done it for? That's the point. You gotta will it back in. You know, after a while, if it ain't gonna change, it ain't gonna change.
Keep it 100. Y'all ain't leaving when you getting that. If you in love and he's stroking that thing, you talking like you leaving. But guess what? He get ahead and call that late night, be like this. So what you doing? Nothing. I was up knowing you was asleep. He say he coming over. I love you
I
too.
bring to that.
Now I have too much pride. I have pride, so
You have pride. You in love with this dude, though. You said you in love with this dude, and it's not that. And now let me just say this: you're in love with him, and yes, he does like you and stuff. He's just not in love. So there is feelings there. So it's not like he's just looking like, yo, she's bugging. Like this is not going anywhere. It's a situation where he has feelings for you. He's just not in love like you. So you sitting there saying, I'm leaving. Everything is good. He's just not in love with you right now. So he make that call. Some of y'all, I mean, not saying some, I'm gonna say dudes do it too. So I'm not gonna just put that just on the females. But
right.
Yeah, you want some and you in love with that thing? Trust me, he been away for a week. You like this? All right, listen, look. I understand you don't love me, but come on over.
Come on, somebody. When you got the rod of acceptance.
She said, I'm gonna make you love this thing.
You forget to let things pass.
She gonna be on top of him.
Tell me you love me.
Ace, what do you think, bro?
I would be a hypocrite if I said leave, man. That was me. That was me in high school and in college. D, I think you took this question and based it around my life, and I don't really think that was appropriate because you didn't get clearance by me. You knew this is what I went through. This is exactly it was where every summer I was getting broken up with. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to play in the streets and then went to college and I thought it was going to get better. And D straight up told me she playing you again. And that's just what it was.
Car. She wanted the boyfriend with the car.
Yeah. No, I had the car. That wasn't the
I know.
problem.
I said she wanted the boyfriend with the car.
No, I had the car.
I just said she wanted the boyfriend with the car.
During the school year, she needed a way to get to and from school.
Right.
She couldn't get up to Fairleigh Dickinson from Newark. She couldn't. So she needed me to do it. So that's what happened. So I can't sit here and say to walk away. I would sit here and say that wherever the love is, the love is. Now, I do agree that, some people may try to win a person back through different things. Some people may try to go ahead and say, how can I spice this thing back up? I'm not really trying to walk away from this, X amount of year relationship. But eventually, as I think all of us have said, you can't be a dummy forever. Eventually, you got to sit there and say, okay, you know what? It's been, X amount of years or whatever the case may be. I got to walk away because now you're just basically making me look like a fool.
So D, how you feeling, D? You don't be quiet.
What
you doing?
D based this around me. So
let me tell you something.
He just wanted to see what my reaction was going to be.
I'm gonna be
That's
like,
what it was. D just wanted to see what my reaction was going to be. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Ace. That's it." He knew damn.
I'm telling y'all now.
He knew this was a soft spot. He knew this was a soft spot. He knew.
I'm telling you now. I'm like, hey, girl, just want you to know I love you. She's like, well, I can't say the same. Oh, all right. It was nice seeing you. Can you hear my Xbox, please? I'm going.
Backing up.
Let me get my stuff again. I see what this is gonna be.
He said, "I'm taking the chips too."
It's not even 2 words. I don't have nothing else to say. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I bring to the table. And I know that I'm a good dude. So therefore, if you can't love what I'm giving you, if you can't dig what I'm digging, then there's somebody else who's just waiting in line. Like, hey, you know what? I've been waiting. You know how many females out here been getting done dirty, and they're looking for a guy not to do them dirty. Why am I sit here and try to prove to you of my love when I can just go and just be genuinely nice to somebody else, and they fall in love with the fact that I'm just genuinely nice. Right. And I got to come in to work extra hard, break my back, spend all my money just so you can say I love you too? No, thank you.
But she
I can
ain't
tell you
there
what's
yet.
like.
She ain't there yet. You
She
you
been
you
there.
so upset because you all head over heels because she put that wop on you. You know, now he's like, oh, I love you, and then she's
Listen.
like this. Yo, that was just
But
right.
I'ma
Like
tell you,
I'm getting there, but take your time.
But
No,
I'm gonna tell you
listen.
another thing. I'm gonna tell you another thing. What also plays in is when the woman, or yeah, I'm gonna say woman in this instance, when the woman says to the man, she don't love him no more. Because if she said this in the middle of the month, I'm at least staying to the end. I gotta wait for you. You gotta wait for the bills to reoccur. You're not gonna break up with me in the middle of the
Like,
month.
I paid up this month, so
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
paid
be
up.
here, but I'm
paid
out of
up
here.
to.
I'm out here on 31st.
Yeah. You better talk to me on the 31st about
Listen,
this, because right
I'm
now
not
I
beat.
just paid the rent.
I'm
I
giving
just
you the
paid.
same
I'm in.
energy you giving me. So if I'm out there and I'm giving you my energy, I'm saying I'm in there, I'm like, hey girl, you know, you the prettiest thing I ever seen, girl. And all you can say, if you don't even reply back, you gonna stop hearing you the prettiest thing I ever seen. if I say, hey, good morning, you don't say good morning back, you're gonna stop getting good mornings. I'm giving you back the same energy. So if I tell you I love you and you can't give me back I love you, oh, you ain't gonna hear that ever, ever, ever again. You're gonna be in love and I'm gonna be gone.
Exactly
Now-
what Plus Size said. That's your
Yes.
pride right there. That's all
That is.
I'm okay
pride
with
right
that.
there.
It's an Aquarius thing. It's an Aquarius thing, but I just think it's pride because, especially with being a woman, like I feel like men, a man knows what he wants, period.
Right.
And I feel like if a man wants you, he's at least gonna give you that, like, baby, I don't love you right now, but I think we gonna get there. But if he's straight saying, well, I don't love you, and he's not giving you that same energy, I'm out. Like I feel
So
like
basically you want him to, so he got to at least say, look, I'm happy you feel this way, but I'm not there yet. If you hear he's not there yet,
Yeah.
you cool.
Yeah, be real.
Cause you telling me you're gonna work out, you're gonna get there.
And I think I can get there. So you willing to take the ride?
If you think, you know what I'm saying, it depends on what he's giving me.
Yeah,
If
but
you
I mean,
giving me some energy that, I want you, this is exciting. But if you're just saying, well, you just give me that energy, like, I don't love you, and you giving me a certain type of a vibe, I'm out.
But I feel like that if he's there in the relationship or whatever's going on, and he just can't say I love you yet, I gotta get ahead. And then, because perfect example, I've been in relationships where after my ex that I was with for years messed up, I'm sitting there like this. Oh no, next chick. Oh, I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing into nothing. Like, because I was in love and I'm not rushing into nothing. So now that I'm with this new girl that I really do like, but my past or whatever is holding me from really letting my heart out like that. So now I'm like this. No, I'm not in love with you. I like you a lot and I like what we have and stuff like that, but I'm not in love with you. So now you're going to leave me, but we got something good. I'm just not there yet. I mean, and me not even saying yet, I can't give you no time limit, but I feel like if we enjoying ourselves and the thing that's stopping us is the word I love you or I'm in love with you right now, like that's crazy to me, because maybe I'm just not ready yet. It might take me longer than it takes you. But if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, you in love with me, so it's not like I'm doing anything and I'm like, nah, I'm still trying to see other people. No, I'm here. I'm just not in love yet. So I think that, the man or the woman should go ahead and, ride out until they go ahead and say like this, I understand you need time, but I can't wait no more. And until you say you can't wait no more, I can only respect that, because, you honest with me. Look, I tried, but you're not there and it's not moving fast enough. Okay, cool. Then I might lose out on it, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, tell you I love you when I know I don't.
Right.
Life is too short.
Especially when you're doing everything that you could possibly do to please that person. And if you just dope as a person, it's not you. So just let it go. After a while, it's like, all right, I can't try no more. I done did this, that. I can't try no more. Well,
Please believe me, I know it's not me because I'm dope. But
Right?
right.
but life is too short.
Okay.
Life is way too short
Right.
for me to be playing this game or waiting around for you to, and you think I ain't there yet. You may never get there. Like,
Right.
you're holding up the future. You're holding up who's supposed to be in my life. You are a placemat you're in my way. I need you to pick up your stuff and move out the way for the person that's supposed to be in my life to take their seat and place in my life. So then we can start building, because right now I'm under construction construction. I'm trying to build. I'm trying to get to that next level. And if you are in my way,
20 seconds.
then
Let me get it 20 seconds.
Preach.
Did you just call
Go
somebody
ahead,
a
go ahead,
placemat?
Ace. What you got to say, Ace?
Did you just call somebody a placemat?
Yes, he did.
They are.
Yes, he did.
Placemat.
Yeah.
Like, come
you
on.
are. You're holding up a position that's holding up construction.
Right.
That's like you.
I would say- I
I'm
would
about to
say
build
this.
this new mansion called my life,
Mm.
but you're not a fitting piece. So
But
therefore,
I-
but you're holding up my production.
No, you got to dig more of the hole so that thing can fit. That's the problem. You so in a rush to build this thing called life.
I don't need
and
to
when
dig
you
a hole
rush,
because if you belong in my life, you fit directly in. Your
Nah,
piece
but it depends.
fits right where it's supposed to be.
what
It
if
really
life was
depends.
easy? That means like life is just easy. Like you just
Yeah.
walking in there. It don't. And
Nah.
you run into bumps. And, you know, when you're building something, you might find out. Look, there's something here. We got to get ahead and go another route, go another direction. There's
Right.
roadblocks that happen. So
Yeah,
that don't mean you got to
because-
get ahead and change what you got.
Because you can't say that you're willing to just give up after some time if you put in for it. Now, if you talking about early on, then I totally agree with you, D. Like, I'm not gonna waste time with somebody that I'm trying to progress with, and they sitting there like, I don't know. All right, well, I'm out.
Right.
I ain't got time for that.
Nobody got time for that.
But if we done put in, let's say 2 years or whatever, and now I'm sitting here talking about, yo, I think, we need to take it to another. You like, I don't know. Come on. Yeah, nah, we gotta talk about this because now I don't waste it. I'm not gonna say waste it. I don't put in 2 years of an investment. So now, before I give you another 2 years, where are we going from here? So now, yeah, conversations are going to be a little bit more intense. Whether we going out or we having sex, we could be right in the middle. So where we at? What we doing?
But I
I'm
feel
right
like
here
that also
asking
brings you that.
questions because
Yeah.
I need to know. Am I wasting my time? Now, I totally agree with you. You don't want to keep wasting your time, but you can't just throw away every relationship as if it's new. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. Like, I don't think that it would be wise that if you got 2 and some change in, that the minute you sit there and tell a woman like, yo, I'm in love with you, and she like, well, I don't. Nah, well, look, let's talk about this. You still
That's
tore
kind
up
of
over
like
this?
an ultimatum though. That almost brings
It
up.
ain't an ultimatum.
No,
It's
but
just trying to find out what's going on.
listen. It kind of does because the same way if a woman wants to get married and the dude is not ready to get married, she's talking about she wants to get married and he's not ready. So now that because I'm not ready and we've been together for how long, I got to get ahead and get married. So that's
Nah,
pretty
I
much
wanna-
what you're
but-
saying.
but-
If you
but-
did
but
two,
her-
if you did 2 years of loving somebody and then after the 2 years I'm still not in love, you sitting there like this. Well, if you're not
But
in love, we
her-
can't go nowhere.
After 2 years and you still not in love, then you need to move on, bro. Listen.
But that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Because her asking where we at in terms of marriage is not an ultimatum when she's just asking. She ain't saying marry me tomorrow or it's over. She's
No,
just
but
asking
women,
what's
but you
going
know,
on.
women they want to get married and they be like this. Well,
Yeah,
we've
but
been,
she
but
has
look,
every
they've been
right
together.
if
We've been
she
together
put
because
time in.
we've been together for 5 years. We still ain't married. They have those comments.
But that's but it's a big difference because women handle relationships differently. Because women, when they're in a relationship, they're in a relationship. So you looking at it like, okay, they've been together, y'all been together 5 years because they saying I've already played this position as a wife for 2 or 3 years. I'm already been wifey. I'm washing your clothes. I'm taking care of the kid if we had kids. I'm making sure you fed. I'm giving you sex when you want it. So I'm already playing the role of your wife. So what's the holdup? That's a big difference.
But you give them what's that saying
Them
about
papers
the
is
cow?
different.
When you get them, take the milk if you got the cow. What's that saying?
Yeah,
Why buy the milk? Why buy the cow when
Why buy the
the
milk if you got the cow?
Wait,
Yo,
what you say?
why's the cow with the chicken?
Yeah, Danny done. Yo,
why did the cow and
Danny-
chicken cross the
why
road
did
and get
Danny
Chick-fil-A?
done.
Chicken
Danny
across
like
the
this.
road because he saw some black
Yeah,
folks with a
Danny
bottle
like
of hot
this.
sauce.
Danny,
I don't know.
Danny made up her own saying. Danny said, "What's the saying? Why the cheetah in the milk with the giraffe? What it say?" I'm like, wait, what?
No, she said, y'all know the same when the milk comes with the cow and the cow's got the milk and he said, I want chicken.
Yeah,
It's like,
None of them
Danny
under
like,
warranty.
knew
What
what
you
I
want
was
under
going
warranty?
for.
Get my warranty back.
Danny said.
You knew what
Danny
I was
said,
going for.
Come
though.
on, come on
Come
now.
on, some-
Help me out. What y'all saying? What's why about, look. Danny like this. Why get the milk when it's 2%? What you say?
But
What you scared?
what? But that don't taste like milk.
Ultimately,
talking about,
you're
Danny?
holding up my building. No, you're not the
Right.
window in my building. You are.
Hope your
You are the
building
piece
collapsed.
of
I hope
plywood
your
that's
building
holding
collapsed.
that window
That's
so people can't get in. But it's going to be time sooner or later. It's going to be time for me to take that piece of plywood off the window and me get a nice sparkling window that people can see through and admire the beauty that is my life.
Mhm.
But if nobody's going to be able to admire the beauty that is our life if you are a piece of plywood over the window. Now you look condemned.
You
I
blocking
don't
my
want to look condemned. You blocking my blessing. I don't want to look condemned. I want to look like people live here. I want to look like people are there's an investment happen right here that's happening right now. And if I can't, if I look like I'm under construction for 2 years, then it doesn't look like somebody is invested in me. It looks like somebody is what do people call the people that don't live in the house? They just be living there.
Squatters?
Squatters. I gotta have a squatter living in me.
See, I told you, Bill. This was about me the whole time. You know I live next door to squatters. Why would you talk about me in front of guests?
Yo,
Why would you say
yo.
that? You know I live next door to squatters.
Yo, but the crazy joint is, but I'm gonna leave it at this because I know we can go on forever about it. But listen, my thing is, I don't want to get ahead and rush because this whole story, what you going through, all this that you're going through, and y'all make it out of it, you got a testimony right there, okay? You can get ahead and come back and say, see, you got to get ahead and fight because I stayed here and I fought, and now look what I got. To where, let's just say you get ahead and go your route, and then, okay, you want to get ahead and get your house called life up, and guess what? The house goes up quick, and next thing you know, you find out that, the house is leaning now because you was rushing, because you was so excited, wanted to get ahead and get all this pressure, and you rushing instead of taking your time and really getting to get ahead and put your feelings into everything. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people be saying they love somebody just because they feel pressure. And I don't want nobody to get ahead and be with me that feels pressure. If I want this person, we're going to take our time. And then when we come together, guess what? We got a testimony. Come on, I'm preaching now, D.
No, you're not.
Bless it.
No, you're not.
Bless it.
No, you're not.
Bless it, because your house leaning. Your house leaning right now.
My house is down.
Your house is down. Man down. Man down.
No, my house is under renovation.
It's in the renovation.
My foundation can't lean because my foundation is built on nothing less Jesus Christ. Try that, all right? So when Jesus Christ is your foundation, there's no leaning, there's no shaking, and there's no wobbling.
Yo,
now I'm talking about preaching,
that part.
because the Bible
said.
says.
You're going to throw in Jesus after you just kicked this woman to
the
curb and called her a policeman.
I'm trying to talk about my building. My building has been built on a rock that's higher than I.
Oh my goodness.
That's all right, ladies. It's been a ball having you here, coming in, talking to the dads, getting your insights. Could you let us know where we can find you and all the rest of that good stuff? Any last words? Let us know, ladies.
Well, you can find us on all platforms. We're going to be on Bigo, Facebook, Instagram, October 7th. Push calls in the building.
Get them.
As you can also find us on Instagram, and make sure you guys tune in.
Give us your Instagrams. Give them your personal Instagram so they can get ahead and follow y'all.
Danny Doll 86. Danny Doll 86.
You can follow me on Instagram, Shakima Gatson, Plus Size Magic. Also check my YouTube, all positive vibes there, and continue to watch us.
Dope,
yes, and soon we'll have a Plush Dolls page so you can follow us together.
Yes,
there you go. Appreciate it. Well, y'all keep grinding. Keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all always have a place to come and talk to us if you want to go ahead and get something off your chest. And
say that again, Ace, because I didn't hear you. Say it again.
I said, keep doing your thing. Make sure y'all keep doing your thing. Keep pushing and getting your podcast off the ground. We salute you, ladies. And you always have a place to come if you want to get something off your chest towards the men. This is a platform for you, ladies.
Thank you.
Right, thank you.
We'll be back.
Yes, we will. You will see us.
And this has been another episode of The Dad's Talk with your boy, Deacon Comedy. God bless you.
You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast. I got a question.
I don't know how to say
Am I
this.
wrong?
Ask Dad.
People, was good. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Ask Dad portion of the show. That's when y'all send in y'all questions, and we get ahead and answer them. If y'all want to get ahead and send in any questions, y'all can hit us up on Instagram in the DM at Dad's Intervention Podcast, or you can email us at dadsinterventionpodcast@gmail.com. So we got a question right now, and we're gonna see how the fellas how we gonna handle this. The question says, "I have always lived by do not ish where you eat, but I'm very close to letting it out. I have a manager that I have worked for the last 5 years. She has been making small passes at me, and I'm ready to take my chance. My only fear is when she gets in her feelings, she gets totally different and gets into a whole and turns into a whole nother person. Should I attempt anything with her, or should I keep it moving?" Fellas, let's touch it. You know, they got that chick at the workplace. His manager been working with her for 5 years. She's throwing passes. Ace, should he dive in on that, and or should he just leave it alone and keep it moving?
Nah, man, leave it alone. You already see the signs of what it is. You already said that when she get in her feelings, she act a totally different way. So it's clear that she can't keep work and personal separated. I'm pretty sure there's been some times that I know you ain't probably smashed yet because you didn't indicate that in the letter. However, if you already noticing that maybe it's something that came up, maybe it was a time or two where you was talking to another female at the job, she got a little bit out of, why are you talking to her? You know I don't like her. And it gave you signs, and her being a manager, what you do not need is for her to stop your money. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it where she turns around and the next thing you know, you can't get no overtime that week, or the next thing you know, she moving you to another department or whatever the case may be. I don't know what you do, but you just don't want to deal with that. So I would say this is not the manager to go ahead and test those waters on. I would say leave it alone. Unless you just feel like you're gonna be serious with this girl. And if you're gonna be serious with this girl, then I would say take it out of work and then see how it develops slowly but surely. But I wouldn't jump into bed with her at all. Not right now.
Okay. D, how you feel about that? What you doing, D?
Run. Absolutely not. Run the other way. This is a woman of management. That means so she has the power to. She may or may not have the power to fire you behind. So you don't want just because y'all don't like each other, or as in last week, you don't want you're mad. She mad because you expected her to go Dutch, yep. And she wrote you up. So therefore, yep. you should definitely leave well enough alone. It's nice to have. Everybody likes to come to work and have that person that you can flirt with here and there, or you can, have fun around and stuff like that and be real cool with. But you don't want to take it to that other. You don't want to go across that. You want to just keep it there where it keeps it light and you keep it light and you keep it fun. You don't want your workplace to be the place you don't want to go to because you're gonna have to deal with her. Y'all had an argument in the car, and now you're going to work, and now she's telling you now you got to go in the back and clean a dog doo from by the dumpster. Like, you don't want these, like, she has that power, and you don't want to be in that position. Number two, when you don't want to be caught in a place where you're a subordinate to your girl. Like, if you're trying to be the man and you're trying to be the man of the house, it's going to be hard for you, especially with dealing with pride, to start listening to what she's telling you to do. So there's going to come a time when it's going to be a line drawn in the sand, and you're going to be sitting there feeling some type of way because you're going to be like, well, you had me up there looking like a punk. Everybody already know we together, and now you out here talking to me like that, like I'm some punk, and now your whole relationship done went to trash because of pride. Leave well enough alone. Run the other way.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get ahead and play from the other side, fellas. My brother, depending on what you want to get ahead and do, like Ace said, if you trying to get serious with it, if this is just going to be some like, yo, I'm going to hit it and we see where it goes, don't do it, because you just hitting it and you're not even really trying to go all in to catch feelings. Like, I wouldn't do it because, like you said, you might be talking to somebody else and she see you at work. Oh, so why you all up in her face? Or why, you know what I mean? It's going to cause tension at the job. You don't want that. But if you really trying to take her seriously, I would get ahead and, take your time, but don't just, whatever you do, just don't dive in and just go straight up and beat. Let's quarter. You know what I'm saying? Take her out. Let's do dinner. Take it slow. Get to know her on another level, and don't have that at work. Like let's keep work at work, and then y'all got to set some boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, look, we working with each other, and I already know what it is. This is not a public thing. I don't need everybody knowing what we doing. We get to work. You do what you do. I do what I do. When we leave here, then we can go ahead and do that until we're at that point to where we know where we want to take it. I think you got to set boundaries, because if you don't set those boundaries, you're definitely going to run into different issues. The next thing I would go ahead and do, honestly, is start looking for another job. You know what I mean? Move to another department. You know what I'm saying? Especially because now, like D said, like, you're not going to get ahead and be talking to me crazy and people know we together. Like, yo, she coming. Nah. So start looking for another job, maybe another department, so y'all don't have to get ahead and work. You work directly under her now. So you trying to get directly under her. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely, I would definitely look at it like that. So like I said, we gave you all the sides to this situation. So I hope this definitely helped you. Please hit us back and let us know if you hit it and how was it. And if it was trash, just get another job, because you're gonna be in trouble.
Trash, put in a 2-week nurse.
Yo, imagine you hit it, that joint was trash, and then she wants some again, and you be like, "Nah, I'm good, bruh." You better give it to her until you get another job. Just telling you now.
Right, exactly.
Until you get that next job. But people, we appreciate y'all sending in these questions every week. But like I said, if y'all want to get ahead and keep sending them questions, please hit us on Instagram in the DM at Dad's Intervention Podcast, or you can email us at dadsinterventionpodcast@gmail.com. So people, till next time, y'all keep sending them questions, and we gonna keep answering them. I'ma holla at y'all.
You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast.
Your systems are offline.
We going in
I'm not baby's daddy.
to the Dad's Cave.
I'm not baby's daddy. Shut it down. I'm baby.
All right, y'all. You already know what it is. Buckle up, hold on tight. It is time for the Dad's Cave, where we go ahead and get down and dirty. So if you're by your kids and you don't want them to hear this stuff, I suggest you either put in some headphones or tell them to get the hell out your face, because this is where we get real, raw, uncut, sexual, nasty. The deacon becomes a sinner. Everything. Great. All right, so fellas, quick question. Have you ever, there's a lot of guys, nowadays, especially even guys and women, been going around saying, they count people that they had sex with, and they say bodies. I had this body, where guys are asking women and women are asking guys, how many bodies do you have? Now, us three, we're a little bit more seasoned in the game. We've been doing this for quite some time. But has there ever been a time where you felt as though you wasted a body, that you want to get that body back? Maybe you seen her and you like, man, that was the worst, or one of the worst sexual experiences I have ever had in my life, and I wish I could take that back and just get that whole condom back. Baby, you made me waste a whole $1.50 on that one condom.
Ace, you hit something. You hit something on that one right there. Because I still, to this day, excuse me, let me correct myself. I still to this day remember that body. Okay, I was, because we're about to get a break. You know what I'm saying. So listen, I had this one chick, and we was talking, messing around for a while, and it was this time, like, she had the crib. And I was like, yo, I'm coming over. And I was with my boys, we drinking. So I'm like, oh, this try, I'm about to get with this honey D. You know what I'm saying? So I get to the crib, and I'm just like, I know I want to go ahead and knock this thing down. So, we start a little foreplay, and then we get into bed, and I'm on top. And I know, like, body was right and everything, but I'm sitting there, and I'm so upset because she is literally planking, just sitting there like a dead body.
Oh no.
And I'm in there, and I'm like,
you on top?
I'm on top.
Oh hell.
So like, I'm moving her leg, like holding, but she's like just laying, and it's like nothing going. And I'm like this. Nah, I've been waiting for this drink for this long. So now I ain't gonna front. I'm upset in the drink because she's not even moving. So I'm just turned off at this point. So you know what I did? I was like this. Oh, I'm gonna get mine. I was like, got that out.
And that's the worst.
It's the worst. It's the worst. I got that out. got up, put my clothes on, and I was out. After that, I was like, nah. I just started curving her. I just started curving and it was just done. And then I'm like this joint was just trash. But now the bad part is, years later,
You run back into her?
no, we still cool to this day.
Oh.
But years later, I hear that, my peoples was like messing with her or whatever. So I'm sitting there like this, oh, that joint trash. And they sitting here talking about, nah, that joint's right, yo. And then they was like, yo, a head game crazy. And I'm sitting there like, and I'm looking, I'm like,
is it me?
No. I sit there like this. She got better? Because I know this joint is just straight trash. And then this is before I was married. So before anybody start questioning me, it was before I was married.
You took classes, okay.
Because I'm sitting there like this. Yo, I ain't gonna front. I know he dealing with her now, but I'm like this. I know I can get ahead and get it right now. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get ahead and try to get ahead and get one more. I wanted one more chance. Like, yo, you can make up. She need a makeup class. You know what I'm saying? Because with that plank was just horrible. But yeah, that's one of my dead bodies that I wish I can get back, man.
D?
We all have a dead body or two that we wish we didn't waste that body on, or we wish we could definitely get that body back. So yeah. Mine, it wasn't so much that it was trash. It was just all that come with after the effect. Like after you get that body, it's so much work.
The baggage that comes with it.
Right. It's so much work and it's so much like you want this to be all right. We did our thing, 2 fingers. I catch you on the next one. I was dealing with this one young lady, and we was having we talked on the phone for a while. So, you just getting yourself ready for this event to happen. And when the event happened, it was just like, it was all right. It was like, okay, I could have had a V8, but hey, I didn't, this came free. So why not? Like V8.
Yeah, I could have had a
free butt.
V8.
V8 free butt. All right, let's go with the free butt for 900. But afterwards is when you think like, when you get done and you look at them and you do that, hit them with that. So, what you gonna do now? And she looked like, well, I got too far to drive home, so I was just thinking I'd spend the night. And you don't want to be an a-hole, so you're like, all right, I guess you can stay the night. It's fine. But when you wake up in the morning, you like, all right, so you gonna head on out?
Yeah, what we doing?
Yeah, that's almost like that porn nut. Like after you nut, you just look at him like,
Yo, but it's even worse than that because it's like when you do the porn nut, you know what you're going for.
Yeah, true.
That one, like D said or like you said, when you got anticipation for it, and I think for me, mine came, and one of the ones that stick out for me in high school, in general, was when I was in high school, and it was just like. This was during one of the off times with my high school sweetheart, and I just went ahead and was like, yo, you know what? Was she doing this? I'm gonna do this. And I just seen a chick that I just thought was, one of those, everybody keep talking about her crew. She's in the crew. She gotta be a part of it. She gotta be a part of what everybody talking about. My cousin saying, this one doing this, and our other boy messing with his other girl, and bruh, I just felt like, this was a waste of time. It was a waste of time, yo. Like, first and foremost, one thing I really did not like, stop asking me all these questions. Like, don't ask too many questions when we getting ready to do.
Questions like what? Questions like what?
Just ask me, so... Like, do you like sucking titties? Bitch, yes.
Nah, we need to start. Just shut up. Just shut up. You're turning me off. My dick is going down. Like, stop.
Do you want me? Do you want to? You like just like, shut up.
Exactly.
Just shut up.
You gotta shut up. You gotta shut up. Let's do this thing because you're messing it up.
And then what I don't like, don't give me the lazy tit. Don't give me the tit that's one covered and one is out. Like, don't give me that one. Take the bra off. Like,
I hate when you gotta lift it, bra. You gotta pop that one thing out.
Come on, man.
Just take this thing off. Like, why we gotta work? Let's get bucket naked.
Right.
What happened to that old school bucket naked?
it just bothered me, yo. It so much bothered me. I just was, and like I said, for her to be as pretty as she was, I just was like, yo, this was a waste, yo. Just a waste of a body, yo. Just a waste of a body. I just hate it. I hated it.
Yeah,
But,
that sucks. I mean, just the waste, because I know I got some good D, so I'm just like, for me to get ahead and waste this is ridiculous. I ain't gonna front. It was so mad that I wish I would have watched the porn. Like I that's how bad it was. I could have said like, yo, never mind. I'll watch a porn. I'll just rub this thing off. Like I would have enjoyed that more. Like that's how bad it was. Like shattered my vision that I thought it was going to be. You know, just shattered it. Because and then like D said, that pre-talk D, like you said, when y'all be on the phone and building everything up, that build up is like, yo, I'm ready to bust that ass. Right, and then when you get over there, you over here like this. Hello. I felt like it was like a dead body, yo, and I was like, nah, I gotta go.
Yeah, and that's another thing.
It's a
like,
sad place.
Very sad.
Don't gas yourself up too much. Like that's another thing, ladies. I hope you ladies are not doing that, but don't gas yourself up too much, because you don't realize that we remember the stuff you said you was going to do. You said you gonna fit my balls and my dick in your mouth.
Exactly.
We're looking for that. We're looking for that.
Exactly.
Now you talking
Here
about
come these balls.
I didn't know. They try to hit you with this shit. You got a full sack, bitch. I don't care. You said you was putting balls and dick in your mouth. So let me see it. let me see it. Now you talking crazy.
So shout out, R.I.P. to the dead bodies, man. I think we've all had them. People just hit us up. Let us know what your dead body story is, and we'll pray on that.
Exactly. All right, so we'll see y'all next week, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. But before we get out of here, in closing, we always say, Bill.
People. I know in these COVID days, you know, keeping a job is very hard. So if the manager want to give it to you, you better swing that thing, even if she planking. See y'all next week.
D.
I'm gonna say shout out to the plush dolls who came in and graced us with their presence.
Yes.
We're very excited for what you about to do. The sky's the limit. Just keep shooting for the stars. If you miss, shoot for the moon, because if you miss, you're still gonna be in the stars. God bless you.
You all motivational today. Look at you. I'm proud of you, man.
Cut it off. I thought he was gonna say something crazy.
I was like, I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this build up.
I thought he was gonna say shoot for the moon, because everything else will land on those titties. I thought he was gonna say I thought he was gonna say something like that. All right. I did. I'm sorry.
Got milk?
Yeah.
Yo, you know when you got the cow and they only got 2%, you're supposed to get the cow, right?
Yeah.
Not the milk.
Yeah. In closing,
the cow come with a warranty.
Yeah. In closing, if you are alligator but you got milk and you cross the street with 2 dogs and a pit bull, please go on short-term disability before you fuck your manager. All right?
Yo, I thought you was gonna end and say just land on them titties. That's
yo, that was for Danny, because Danny was all over the place.
Yo,
man, y'all be safe, man. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
You locked in to the Dad's Intervention Podcast.